Without further ado,
Making footprints in the sand and forever hand in hand.
when we met in 2000, he was well settled on this block. The first time I came to visit him here, I fell more deeply in love. I felt instantly at home. Terrence loved living here, and I understood why. He needed to be around people who loved art and literature and architecture and music and books and laughter and irreverence and respect and kindness and excellence and compassion. He loved the fact that there were so many artists and thinkers and students and dreamers in this neighborhood, that this neighborhood was rich with a love for the visual and performing arts, the wonder of design, the glory of history and architecture, and neighbors who cared so deeply about democracy, culture, and the world around them. He loved nothing more than being able to walk our dog along 9th Street and then over to Washington Square Park. He'd soak in the gorgeous parade of humanity on full display, and no doubt find inspiration for his plays, works that so beautifully explored the deep, aching human need to connect. From today forward, Terrence McNally Way will be known as a place for doers, achievers, people who are involved. When you moved here, you did indeed find a place where you belong, and you made others feel like they belonged in the process. Permanently, as the street sign bearing your name will forever attest.
It's very difficult to find sufficient words to encapsulate the life of somebody with such brilliance and heart, to encapsulate his breadth, his kindness, his empathy, his skill, his craft, and his excellence, the excellence of Terrence McNally. It's ironic that even those very words are insufficient in describing him, his life, and the enormous impact that he made on performers, fellow collaborators, and audiences alike.
It's just been such an honor. This is someone who we're coming together today to celebrate a life and a legacy that left an indelible mark, not just on the stage, but on this very, very block. And I want to thank everyone who made today possible. Terrence McNally was an amazing person. This is the classic definition of a pioneer. Someone who was a 4-time Tony winner, an Emmy winner, a fierce advocate, a trailblazer for LGBTQ voices in the arts, and a brilliant, brilliant storyteller. And as we walk this street and look up and see Terrence's name, we won't be reminded just of his achievements. We will be inspired by the way that he lived his life.
I stand here today, not just as a city council member, but as an openly gay man who was born into a world where being ourselves came with risk, with fear, and with silence. And into that silence, Terrence McNally wrote. He didn't just write plays, he wrote possibilities. He created a space for our lives, our loves, and our struggles and our joys to be seen. And in doing so, he gave countless LGBTQ plus people the courage to keep going. He gave us language where we had none. He gave us pride when the world offered shame. And now, his name, Terrence McNally Way, is officially etched into the streets of New York City.
I love life. I suppose that's a corny statement. I know how fashionable it is to be morose these days. But I do. I really do love it. There are just too many good things in the world not to want to be alive. Just think of all the beautiful things men have made. Music, art, literature. Shakespeare alone is a reason to be alive. How could anyone not want to be alive after there's been a Shakespeare on this earth? Someone who writes poetry? I can't imagine it.
What's your secret? The secret of unconditional love. I'm not going to let you die with it. My brother smiled wanly and shook his head, suggesting he didn't know. Dear spectators,
And just then, a tear started to fall from the corner of one eye. This tear told me my brother knew something of the pain I felt of never ever, not once, being loved.
The older I get, the less I know, but I am certain that what we do matters. If I didn't believe that, you must know what you want to do in life. You must decide, for we cannot do everything. Do not think singing is an easy career. It is a lifetime's work. It does not stop here. Whether I continue singing or not doesn't matter. Besides, it's all there in the recordings. What matters is that you use whatever you have learned wisely.
See them running down the beach. Children run so fast toward the future from the past. There they stand, making footprints in the sand, and forever hand in hand. Our children, two small lives, silhouetted by the blue, one like me and one like you.
Your sword can be a sermon, or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you.